All right, everyone. So we get our second video of the day, and we're going to be installing our new dew heater I just got onto my OTA. A couple things that we'll need is a headlamp. Might need that to make sure I line up the screw holes properly. I've got a set of Allen wrenches. We'll definitely need that. Screwdriver for one of my screws. And I think that'll be it. I'm not going to disassemble any of my cable management. We'll see how this goes. I might have to cable manage this and add a zip tie or two just to tidy everything up. So that being said, let's get started. So I already found out that this 7/16 Allen wrench is the correct one to use for the bottom for my low span D dovetail. For my Vixen, simply a Phillips. So I'm going to remove this. I've got lock washers on everything, so just stuff has less tendency to loosen out in the field. So when I take things out, I want to make sure I keep the washer with it so I don't lose it. There we go. All right. Next, I'm going to, I already kind of pre-figured out where I wanted this position. So I want this, so the cable is about here. So if I bring this around the bottom here, I'm just gonna lightly put it on. So I don't want the Velcro underneath my Vixen dovetail. So I'm just gonna lift this up. I'm gonna put my headlamp on. How about I put it on the right way? And I'm just gonna make sure that the dew heater is not interfering with the screw itself, which it's not right now. All right, I'm going to tighten that one down. Should be this screw. It is. Oops. All right, that's about perfect. Now when you screw everything back in, you want it snug, but not super tight. If you go too deep, you actually can damage the mirror. So you want to be, or the lens rather, so you want to be cognizant of that. All right, so now before I tighten this one down, I'm going to take all the slack up in it, make sure this is nice and tight. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. Now I'm gonna check for screw holes on the bottom. Needs to come out just a tiny bit. There we go. All right, we'll put the screws in the bottom. And again, using this headlamp is a lifesaver for seeing the screw holes, or the bolt holes rather, in low light conditions, which is what I'm in. Okay, let's go and tighten this one up. All right, and we'll tighten this guy up. Okay, so this didn't take long at all. So I'm going to move this over here. So as I mentioned before, my power box, my Pegasus Power Box Pro, that has a 2 ports for dew heaters, and I've already got one for my dew heater in the back. So just make sure that this fits in nice and snug, which it does. So I forgot to grab my zip ties. We'll need those. We'll also need a pair of snips. So I'll grab those, and then I'll meet you right back. All right, we're back. I've got my little bag of zip ties. I think it'll take 2. I've got the smallest ones. I forget what size they are. I think they're 6-inch. Again, I just picked them up at Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever. As far as the cable management goes, I'm going to zip tie put a zip tie down on this section of it, then a zip tie on this section, and go around. I've got 2 temperature controls. One is for the power box, one is actually for my autofocuser itself. So we will zip tie it to that just to keep the wires a little more tidy. So let's see, get this in the right position. Okay, that looks pretty good. Make sure it reaches. Perfect. Now we'll do the final zip tie. And again, with these, you don't have to ratchet it down as hard as you can. Just enough. Ooh, not crazy about that. I think I can move that some. There we go. So you want a little bit of play. You don't want anything super taut. Tighten these a couple more. Snip off the ends. And we should be good. All right. That was a nice, short, sweet, to the point video. If you guys liked it and you want to see more of this, give me that thumbs up. If you have any comments, again, leave them down at the bottom. Thanks so much. Bye now.